We're here on the set at Worldwide Broadcasting Studios with soap heartthrob Rick Arlen. The studios are abuzz with talk that you may be heading for a career in films. Will Rory Danner be killed off the show?
Rory is a character who is dear to my heart. I never put him in a life-threatening situation. I'll leave that to the writers.
Well, how could anyone in their right mind leave such a gorgeous co-star, Maddie Jensen? Is it true that your on-stage love affair has led to an off-stage romance?
Only my hairdresser knows for sure.
Weren't you seen with that actress Greta Von Kamloops at Cannes earlier this year? Any chance you may be starring in a film with her in the near future?
Oh, no. Not while I'm with the WWB network.
Our sources say that you've been a victim of a stalker. Is that true?
Well, yes, in a sense. I feel like I'm being watched at every moment, and always at the same time. Weekdays from 2 to 3 on Channel 13.
Oh, Rick.
Hi, George. It's Nancy.
Nancy, how are you? Are you still in Florida? Did you ever solve that case you were working on?
That case is solved. You're not going to believe this, but I'm now in New York on another case.
Wow. From the palm trees of Florida to the streets of New York City, Nancy Drew is on the case. What is it this time? Missing jewels? International spy ring? Maybe a ghost or two?
I wish it were only a ghost or two, but it's a lot more serious. Get this. Rick Arlen from Light of Our Love is getting death threats.
You're kidding! Don't tell Bess that. She'll want to fly out there and save him. She absolutely adores Rick Arlen. So, have you met any of those other daytime superstars?
Well, I have met Maddie Jensen. In fact, I'm staying with her. She's a friend of Aunt Eloise.
Really? I like Maddie Jensen. Is she as nice in real life as she is on screen? I always heard soap stars can be a bit temperamental.
She's nice, but I never get to see her because she's so busy. So, what's new with you these days?
I'm starting to train for the annual River Heights Marathon next month. But tell me more about your new case. What have you found out so far?
Rick was almost killed by a falling Klieg light.
Oh my gosh! Is he all right? Was it an accident?
He's okay, but it barely missed him.
Have you searched the area? Maybe the light was sabotaged to fall.
I'm certain that it was. I found a light clamp on stage that looks as if it had been sawed through.
That pretty much narrows your suspects down to someone in the studio. This had to be an inside job.
I'm officially an extra on the set, but there's not much to do.
Not much to do? I bet it'd take you weeks to discover all of the nooks and crannies in that studio. Who knows? Maybe you'll stumble upon some hidden passageways. TV studios are always full of them.
I found a pair of wire cutters.
You always find the oddest things lying about. Hold on to it. I'm sure it'll be useful somewhere. Maybe it'll be needed in an upcoming scene. Try to find a script to see where it's needed.
Talk to you later.
Good luck and be careful.
This is Bess.
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Nancy, tell me everything. Did you get Rick's autograph for me? He's so gorgeous. It must be so exciting to be on the set with all those stars. George filled me in on everything that's happened, so tell me who the suspects are. I can't believe someone would do this to Rick.
Let's see. There's this odd woman who's the prop master.
That must be Millie Strathhorn. Did you know she owns the entire network and it's worth millions? She's a total cat lover. I heard she treats her cats like royalty. So, who are the other suspects?
The producer doesn't exactly like Rick, but I've yet to meet him in person.
Who's the producer now? Is it William Pappas? Worldwide just hired him like 6 months ago to improve their ratings. Crimson Cove is really beating Light of Our Love.
There's the director, Lillian Weiss, who's not a very happy camper.
Oh yeah, Chatter Magazine had a whole spread on their breakup at some elegant restaurant. She dumped a whole pitcher of water on Rick's head.
How long were they a couple?
Not that long. I think Rick started going out with that Hollywood actress, Kendra Wells, soon after the breakup. Okay, I'll be off in a minute. Nancy, I gotta go soon. So who else have you met?
You know, it just might be Rick who's behind these threats.
No way, Nancy. Why would he send death threats to himself? Get real.
It could be a publicity stunt.
I know Rick has a reputation for being a practical joker, but I'd think he'd get enough publicity by just being cute. So, who are the other suspects?
My agent, Dwayne Powers, is pretty cool, but let's just say he's not one of Rick's #1 fans.
Never heard of him. It's so funny to hear you say my agent. So how did you hook up with him?
He's Maddie's agent and her good friend. He pulled some strings so I could work as an extra to continue with my investigation.
Wow, how exciting. So are there any other openings? I'll work for free. Okay, Mom, I'll be right down. Nancy, I gotta go. Give me a call later if you need some help, okay? Bye.
Taxi!
Where can I take you today, miss?
1999 Broadway, please.
Can I help you?
Hello, here's my pass.
Hello, Ms. Drew. Thank you. You may proceed.
It's you again. What do you want?
Can I ask your advice on something? Rick's really been flirty with me. Should I take him seriously?
I think Rick's completely out of your league, but he'll flirt with any skirt.
You dated him, right? It must have been exciting to date a star.
If you think Rick Arlen is anything like Rory Danner, you're in for a very unpleasant surprise. The guy is slime! He'll walk all over you like he walked over Maddie and me. Listen, if he bothers you anymore, let me know and I'll have a word with him.
How did he walk over Maddie?
Oh, come on. Everyone knows how Rick dumped Maddie. Rick gave her some bogus story about needing his space to concentrate on his career. Yeah, he had to concentrate on ditching Maddie to date me. You know, I don't think Maddie ever got over it, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'll let you get back to your business.
You do that.
It's open! Hello, young lady.
It must be wonderful to work with Rick Arlen. Is he really that exciting in real life as he is on stage?
Who? Rick Arlen? I never heard of him. You don't mean Rory Danner, do you, dear? He is a no-good, good-for-nothing, do-nothing, if you ask me. Oh, he's been a troublemaker ever since he's got here. What that man needs is a good swift kick and a you-know-what, causing poor Serena all that grief with his scampering around.
I should get back to the set. Goodbye.
Come back soon.
It's open. Have you found anything out yet?
Did Lillian and Rick date after you both broke up?
Yeah, Rick had been after Lillian for a while, pretty much to meet her film friends from out west. I warned her about Rick, but she didn't listen. Now she bears a grudge against me.
Do you think this could have pushed Lillian to send him these threats?
No way. Lillian's too smart for that. I think she just wants to make people feel miserable for her loss. It's just her personality.
Rick's pretty good at loving and leaving them. What a loser.
Rick's not like that. At least he wasn't with me. Everyone has this idea that he dumped me, but it wasn't at all like that. He had a lot of trouble dealing with the pressures of his career and a relationship at the same time. We saw it happening and agreed to split up. Rick's a wonderful guy. I have no regrets.
Well, I'll see you later, Maddie.
Bye, Nancy.
Hello?
Hello, Rick. Don't try to leave the room. The door's locked. Didn't you get my first warning? Somewhere in this room is an explosive device that will blow your body to smithereens. Maybe another one. Don't hide your debut out there a bit.
It was pretty scary for a minute there.
And then what happened?
Once I defused the bomb and got out of there, I called the police, and I was stuck at the station for hours. They searched the dressing room and sent the bomb off to the crime lab, but they didn't find anything. Oh, and remind me to thank Chief McGinnis when I get back home. He vouched for me when I asked for a copy of the tape.
It sounds like things have gotten way out of control.
Oh, Ned, I've got another call. It's probably the police. I love you, and I promise I'll be careful. Call you later, okay?
Okay.
Hello, Miss Drew. This is Bill Pappas, the producer for Light of Our Love. I just wanted to thank you for your quick thinking and valiant efforts today. I understand that you've been detained at the police department.
Yes, I was. They needed a statement from me.
What type of information?
I'm sorry, but I need to keep that confidential. You'll need to ask the police about that.
Nancy. Can I call you Nancy? I hate to be blunt about this, but we can't allow anyone to just walk into people's dressing rooms.
Perhaps we can meet in person to discuss the case.
No. I'm very busy at the moment. But seeing what you did today, I guess I owe you one. What do you need to know?
Can you think of anyone on the staff who has skills in explosives or electronics?
We definitely do not use explosives on our set. We use outside pyrotechnicians for location shoots. And of course, all of our technical crew are very knowledgeable about electronics. But I couldn't picture any of them making a bomb.
Are there many temporary employees working at the studio?
Yes, but all of our employees, either temps or permanent, are highly qualified and come from the best agencies. We don't hire just anyone, and we carefully screen our employees.
Do you believe someone from outside the studio could have done this?
That's impossible. This set has been closed down tight since that accident. I even hired extra security. My own mother couldn't have gotten in here.
Is there video surveillance of the dressing room?
We're currently working with the police on that. But there are no security cameras in the dressing rooms.
Who, besides Rick, would have keys to his dressing room?
Only Rick and the security personnel. We've already checked into this. Rick is very touchy about his room and won't even let the janitors clean it unless he's there.
many security people do you employ? Is it just Ralph?
That's confidential. But rest assured that we hire the best security, and Mr. Gardino comes highly recommended. He's my wife's cousin.
Are there many people who have access to the studio at night?
Only our key talent and some of the floor managers have access. And of course, myself and Lillian. But we've often got projects going on around the clock. Post-production work and set design, to name a few.
Can I have a list of everyone who's been in the studio at night?
That's confidential.
Do you have surveillance video of the hallways, perhaps?
We're looking into that. Listen, we run a studio down here, not a prison. Sometimes staffers borrow the security videos when they run out. We've addressed this problem before, and I can guarantee it won't happen again. Hold on a second. No, tell him I'll call him. Don't put him on hold, I'll call him. What else do you need, Nancy? Hello?
Who takes care of the teleprompter?
Well, in theory, it's the lead scriptwriter's job to manage that part of production. But a lot of actors, especially Maddie, like to edit their script to add emphasis or direction.
So then anyone has access to the teleprompter?
We've already looked into that incident with the teleprompter. Anyone from the stagehands to myself could have rigged it. Listen, I need to get back to work. Do you need anything else?
Does the studio have any audio mixing equipment?
Of course we do. We have a whole department set up for audio recording. And we also have some mixers in the control room.
Are there many people who have access to the mixers?
Just the sound engineers and control room staff would have access to that equipment.
Who else has access to the staff offices?
The usual people. Janitors, some assistants, Millie, security. Now, is there anything else you need to ask of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Well, thank you for your help in this matter, Mr. Pappas. Goodbye.
Yes, well, thanks again for your brave efforts today. Goodbye.
Powers Agency. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Powers. It's Nancy Drew.
Ah, Ms. Drew. Maddie told me all about the bomb you defused. What a stroke of luck you were passing by. With Rick's dressing room right next to Maddie's, she could have gotten killed.
I think Rick was in more danger than Maddie.
It's clear to me that he's setting this whole thing up to generate publicity for his grand entrance into the film world. My only fear is that some poor bystander like Maddie will get hurt.
That's a pretty harsh statement.
Show business is a very harsh world, Ms. Drew. Look at me. I've studied every aspect of acting, the classics, dialects, stage combat, everything. I was underrated and underappreciated, but brilliant. And yet a phony like Rick Arlen is a success, and here I am, a talent agent. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I still harbor regrets about not pursuing my acting career further. My only point is that Rick has every reason to fake these so-called threats against himself. He has yet to suffer any harm from them, but the publicity and attention has served him well.
Have you met the prop master at Worldwide? She seems rather strange.
Yes, I've met Millie once or twice. She's very eccentric. Actually owns a studio, but chooses to stay locked up in that prop room of hers. Rumor has it that she's trying to write Rick Arlen out of the show.
I'm afraid that I'm not making a very good impression on Lillian. She doesn't seem to like me very much.
I don't see why she would. Lillian is very professional, though I think she doesn't care for Maddie very much.
Why doesn't she like Maddie?
I'm not sure, but without a doubt it has something to do with Rick. He enjoys creating trouble.
What makes you so sure it's about Rick?
When I worked with Rick at the Belfry, he was always playing off of people's weaknesses, starting rumors and fights. He always seemed to prey on the most gullible people.
What do you make of these threats against Rick? Maddie's very concerned about them.
I don't believe them. Rick was always known for his odd sense of humor and practical jokes. Unfortunately, Maddie always fell for them, just like she's doing now.
The producer seems pretty upset lately. He's always yelling.
Oh, he's just blowing off steam. Rick's recent threats about leaving the show have put an undue amount of pressure on him. Upper management seems to fear that the ratings will fall if Rick leaves. Although I really can't picture that, since Maddie is the real star of Light of Our Love.
Well, I should get back to the set. Thanks for your help.
Thank you for checking in with me. I'd like to know how things are working out at Worldwide.
Taxi!
Where can I take you today, miss?
1999 Broadway, please.
Can I help you?
Hello, here's my pass.
Hello, Ms. Drew. Thank you. You may proceed.
It's open. Oh, Nancy, I'm so glad that you're okay. Everyone's been talking about that bomb scare. Rick's still shrugging it off, but I can tell he's upset about it.
Well, I'll see you later, Maddie.
Break a leg.
Entrez-vous. My hero, Nancy Drew. You know, according to ancient tradition, if someone saves your life, you should serve them for the rest of your life. So, what can I do for you, young lady? Your wish is my command.
Yeah, right. Well, you can tell me if you've noticed any suspicious characters around your dressing room lately.
Yes, I have. They're named Agent Harris, Officer Josewitz, and Detective Bonnet. It appears I've been quite a celebrity with the local authorities. Hey, I hear Detective Beach is looking for a new star. Do you think I should do some research with my new friends to land the part?
What is the story with the prop master?
Old Millie Strathorn, heir to the worldwide broadcasting fortune. She's great, except for the fact that she's never liked me. She thinks I'm too big for my britches, and that I wouldn't know a good thing if it came up to me and stuck its finger in my nose.
Can I ask your advice? Dwayne Powers is my agent. He's pretty good, isn't he?
Dwayne's a loser, babe. Don't tell me he's representing you.
Didn't he represent you?
Yes, he did. A very long time ago. I was young and naive, just like you, love. I made a mistake. Something you can't afford to do at this point in your career.
So tell me, Rick, who haven't you dated on Light of Our Love? Oh, you've got quite a reputation on this set.
Whatever anyone's saying, I can guarantee that it's all wrong. I swear. I'm just misunderstood, that's all.
So, you've never dated Maddie?
Oh, come on. Everyone knows about Maddie and me. The perfect match made in soap opera land. It was too weird dating her and playing the role on stage. I just had to figure out what was real and what was just an act, you know? I sometimes think if I can only get out of being Rory Danner, maybe she can get out of being Serena Livingston.
What about Lillian?
Lillian's a nobody. She was always after me, and things were breaking up between Maddie and me. It was just a rebound romance. I know, I've got this bad reputation as being some kind of Casanova, but everyone's got a second chance, you know? I just wish sometimes I could go back in time, just wake up and find it was just a dream and start all over. I wouldn't be known as Rick the Slick then.
Listen, I gotta go, Rick. Be careful, okay?
Stay beautiful.